like to film back here with all the future police cars. It's just safer. I feel safer. I do want to show you something just real quick before we dip into this right here. Let me show you a little secret. Bunch of soon-to-be police equipped, police package Ford Exploders. You should have already noticed the difference. Let's come right here and let's check out this blue, this nice blue one right here. Let me show you what powers these Ford Explorers that will be coming after you. 3.3 liters worth of naturally aspirated V6. Let me say that one more time. 3.3 liters worth of naturally aspirated. No turbos, no nothing. Okay? Now, if the police officer that comes after you, he has this or they have this across the front of the hood, you might want to think twice before running from that one, because there's a different engine shoved between the fender wells of this guy. 3 liters worth of twin turbo V6, aka the Explorer ST engine, the Bronco ST engine, and the Ford Raptor Ranger engine. Don't mess around with the guys that have Interceptor on their hood. I mean, you shouldn't mess around with the police anyway. Hang on, let me back up for just a second. No, I did not say that you should mess with them at all. But I'm just saying, if you ever do feel froggy and you're feeling your testosterone rise on up, check the hood. All right, enough of that silly gagginess. The Ford Edge ST. Let's go ahead and talk about one more thing here while we're discussing, okay? Buick, I don't know what you're doing. Stop it. There's only one ST, okay? Ford has the lock on ST. Well, apparently they don't, Casey, because I see Buicks with ST in the grill. I know. It's on the side, too. General Motors. General Motors and Ford. They'll be doing it long after I've left and shuffled off this planet. The Ford Edge ST. Casey, that's a grandparent's car. Those are so ugly and plain looking. I don't really disagree with that. However, they've shoved a monster under the hood of this. 335 horsepower worth of monster. That is the 2.7 liter twin turbo V6. That is the base engine in the Ford F-150. You can also get that engine in a Ford Ranger. It's also, I don't think it's offered in the Ford Explorer in 2025 going forward, but it used to be offered in the Ford Explorer. Anyway, 335 horsepower. I think it's somewhere like 380, 385 pound-feet of torque. I'll put the numbers up there just so I don't mess you up. All-wheel drive, 4,500 pounds. She's not light. She's a hefty old girl. But God, see what I mean? Sitting in the school line, waiting on the kids, the soccer mom, whatever, the soccer dad, waiting there. No one knows. They just think it's just a blasé Ford. They don't know that there's complete raunchiness. Raunchy. All right, let's go ahead and let's quit talking about all that. I think we tow between 3,500 and 4,500 pounds. Look at that. Trapezoidal. Ooh, is that even correct? Anyway, got a little exhaust going on right there. Yeah. Okay. There is no third row offered in this, which means this is a lot of cargo area right here. Underneath, please have a spare tire. Yes. Also, something else they offer out here, these little styrofoam compartments. You can put some, bungee cord, jumper cables, whatever, rope, stuff like that. Anything you may need out there on the highway. You never know what you're going to need. So there's these little things to do in there. Ooh, look. It's got power for the seats. Whoa! Okay. I don't want to put the other one down. God almighty, it might break. We've also got a 12-volt right in there. God, that thing came down with authority. I bet it don't come back up that way, does it? I bet I got to pick it back up. That's okay. All right, we got a speaker going on right there. Some little storage right there. Wow, I still can't get over how fast and hard that came down. What you come down so hard for like that? It's a flat floor. We got some Alcantara suede going on in there, some leather going. I love the white stitching. One of my biggest things is contrast. Black and white, pink and green, whatever. Blue and black, just well, not really blue and black. Black and white, I think I already said that. Anyway, I just like the contrast. It shows up real good. All right, let's do the squishy squish test. There's a little squishy. Not much, but there's a little squishy. We got some squishy going on in there with that white stitchings. Trampoline squishy. Hard plastic down low, water bottle holder going on right there, a little power window switch. We got pockets on the back of on both of the seat backs right there. We've also got vents in the back of the console. I know y'all are getting tired of me talking about this, but this is a family car. It's a family car. People need to be back and comfortable in the back just like they are in the front. You know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and see what else we got. We got some cup holders right there. Of course we do. 2 USB chargers down there, and also a little bit of shelf, little storage right there, whatever. In case you don't know, I'm about 6 foot, 6'1". If I stand up straight, about 275 pounds. Am I bragging? No. I'm saying that so you can compare yourself to my size so you'll know how you fit back here. Taller folk, men, women, whatever, you'll be okay back here. At least up to 6'3", 6'4". 6'5" and up, sorry. Shoulder room is okay. I probably wouldn't want to ride back here with 2 people, but I could definitely do it with 1. Little look-see up right there. I love the big, huge screen. Remember, everything in cars is about the screen. It's all about the screen. Dial transmission, or dial little shifter right there for the transmission. Speaking of, 7 speeds. It's weird. It's 7-speed automatic. I don't really know what other transmission what other transmission that car comes in. Maybe I'll put a list up if I think about it. But it's a 7-speed automatic, all-wheel drive. If it's not all-wheel drive, it's front-wheel drive. But I don't think on the STs you get even an option of being front-wheel drive. It needs the all-wheel drive. Otherwise, you're just going to spin the front tires because it enjoys spinning the front tires. All right, let's finish this up. All right, getting behind the cockpit right here. Did you see on the seat backs right there? It's not in the back seats, but it is on the front. ST carved in there. This does not have a sunroof or a moonroof, whatever, but one is offered. Ford Performance on the door sill right there. We got a little bit the same squishy squish level going on. It doesn't change. Hard plastic down low. All your window switches. We got 3-way memory seats. B&O sound system. You got paddle shifters on the back of that steering wheel right there. I think it's dual power seats. All right, let's climb in here. It's not a big bellied steering wheel or the old buffet style steering wheel. Some people like to call it a flat bottom. This is the whole round oval thing. Bring her to life. All right. I will say this. Let's hone in right here for just a second. It has different gauge cluster setups that you can do. Look at this right here. It's got the tach and the gas gauge kind of thrown into one right there. As I was driving down the road, it's kind of hard to see. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, it's showing us that the hood is ajar. Of course it is. I'm the one that did it. 40,000 miles. Let's scroll through a few things here and see what all this guy can do. Okay, we know about all of that. Let's see here. Is it not going to let me do anything while everything is on? Well, the heck with you then. All right, let's go ahead and play with it. Let's look at our features right here real quick before we move along. Push button start. We've got, did you see the storage that goes all the way back behind there? So you got some extra storage right there, more storage right there. If you've seen, whoa, that's a BMW key, excuse me. If you've seen one key fob, you've seen all of them. All right, so we've got a USB and a USB-C down there. We don't have a wireless charging pad. We do have a little cubby hole. Electric parking brake. There's your automatic start stop, so you can turn that off. What is that? Electronic start stop. You know when you stop at a red light or at a stop sign or something and your car turns off? Okay. Oh my God, our car broke. No, most of the new cars, they do that. It's to save fuel. I don't know if it does or not. But anyway, most of the cars offer that you can turn it off. I think I've been in one car that you couldn't turn it off, but I don't remember what that car was. So I guess I shouldn't say that, should I? All right, we got some light switches right there, little sunglass holder, regular rear view mirror. I mean, not much is exciting. I mean, big old deep hole. God almighty. That's Jesus. That goes beyond my elbow. Well, you could drill a hole down there and, well, anyway. All right, we've got a monster glove box in there, and we've got an original window sticker. Uh-oh. Let's have a look-see at this window sticker and see what this is all about, shall we? Before we do that, though, let's finish playing up with this. Let's see here. Let's go to entertainment and let's see what all we've got. It's got some games in there. Parking lot game. We've seen that before. Sketchpad, Have a Hobbly, all that stuff. Let's go back to regular apps. There's your radio, media, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Do you not have navigation there? Edge? Maybe you have to activate that or something. I don't know. But it's not popping up. Otherwise, I guess it should. But I guess if you activated it, would. We've got heated seats and a heated steering wheel. All right, let's do our camera functions right here, and let's see what we've got. Full view not available. Is that all I got is out the front? That's all I've got? The thing doesn't turn with me or anything, so that's a little disappointing. We're not going to go through the rest of it. There's some shortcut radio controls for the radio. As far as up front, a lot of room up here. Remember, this is not very sporty, despite this being an ST. I know the irony, but this is more for comfort. So you've got plenty of room up front. Matter of fact, up here you could be very tall and be just fine. And if you still want more room, oh no, we're all the way down. But you could raise the seat up if you were shouty. Anyway, that's about all I got to say about the interior. It's nice, comfortable, adequate. Not much zoo-zoos and wham-whams. Not much that's going to go, oh my God, I can't believe it did that. Let's look at the window sticker. Did me some ingenuity right there. We went back in time. Doc Brown and Marty just stopped by. It's 2023 again. Boom. Here we go. The window sticker for a 2023 Ford Edge ST all-wheel drive. A gate black metallic ebony leather trimmed suede. We're getting 19 miles per gallon in the city, 25 miles per gallon on the highway. 2.7 liters worth of V6 and a 7-speed automatic transmission. There's all your normal stuff that all the regular Edges get. Let's get on down here. We've only got one option, and that's that spare tire that's in there for $100. We can take this to California if we had to. We've got 245 by 50 R 20-inch all season tires, and that's on some 20-inch bright machine aluminum wheel with painted pockets. See what I mean? All right, very subtle, very sleeperish, if you will. We're going to round down in this case $48,000. And upon the purchase of this back in 2023, included with your ST purchase is an experimental performance driving program, included with your ST SUV experience registration. 1-day driving experience, 1 guest experience, 1 night hotel stay, welcome dinner reception for you and a guest, breakfast for you and a guest. Catered lunch, exclusive ST SUV experience participant gifts, memories to last a lifetime. For all program details and to register to attend, visit www.stsusuvexperience.com or contact the Ford Performance Racing School at blah, 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 blah. All for the price of $48,000. No, that is not active. That was if we were in 2023. I just happened to get lucky and get the window sticker. Let's discuss some competition that this car would compete with. Mid-size crossovers. There's only 1 million of them. Hyundai Santa Fe, Kia Sorento, Kia Sportage. Let's see here. I guess a Chevrolet Equinox. Maybe a Chevrolet Trailblazer, but that's a little small. Ford Explorer, well, that's an SUV, but it still would be thrown in the same category as this. Toyota RAV4, that's a little small, maybe a Toyota Highlander. Yeah. Honda CR-V, Honda Pilot's a little big. But anyway, there's a few competition right there. I will say this. I did notice depreciation. $48,000 in 2023. So that's a pretty big depreciation in 2 years. Anyway, I sure do appreciate you listening to me run my sucker about the Ford Edge, the ultimate soccer mom sleeper. I don't know about that, but it definitely qualifies and gets on the list of sleeper mobiles. Once again, as always, thank you to Ford of Murfreesboro for letting us play and piddle with your cars and inventory. We love it and appreciate the heck out of it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a Hobbly.